Hey guys, Michael in the model train department here at the Metro CBD store. We're going to take you on a bit of a tour of the department today and go through some of the new and exciting things that we've had come in and also discuss some of the things that are happening into the future as well. So come through with us and we'll show you around. First off, we'll talk about pre-orders. So really excited since our last video that we did with you guys that SMS, in conjunction with Australian Railway Models, have announced that they're doing two new versions of the New South Wales 38 class. So we've got 3803 in black with red lining and 3820 also in black with red lining. Make sure you jump on the website at metrohobbies.com.au. They're available for pre-order now. So it's really exciting to get those in. They're slated for Q3 and Q4 release individually. So when we've got those in, we'll give you a yell. Moving on, we've made some changes in the section. So those that would have been in the store historically would recognise that the majority of this section is all, or has been, RC cars. So we've sort of changed our focus now that I'm working here, and the RC stuff's out at Box Hill. So if you need to see the RC team, head out there. If you're after model trains, come into the CBD. Had a massive restock on Oxygen in the last week or so. So as you can see, big stock up in the cabinet. We've got B classes, 80 classes, 422s, NRs, jumbos, walkers, N sets, rolling stock, Tangaras, which there'll be a separate video about. So awesome on those. Also had a big restock on the SDS NRs, again in DC and DCC. Some of the SDS rolling stock. We've just had a new shipment of Powerline S and Z cars come in, and also the recently released 3rd Series VRTs. So we've got those in sound and non-sound as well. So if you're after those, come into store. We're all set up to do demonstrations on those. So we've got a programming track, so if you want to hear them run in the shop, we can do that for you while you're here. We'll move around the other side. So made some changes on some of the gondolas. We've opened up on the Metcalf cardboard building range, so we've basically got the full range in stock now. Also opening up on the Walthers cornerstone kits, Amri stations if you're into Australian modelling. So we've got those. Literally sold a whole heap of them yesterday, so there was more and we'll be getting more in, but just to give you an idea on that. Also bits and pieces of your Woodland Scenic stuff there. The Woodland Scenics, don't know what you'd call it, but the round and round thing is now located here, so it's adjacent to the model train section, all stocked up, ready to go for all your scenery needs. Had a restock on Pico and Hornby track, so got pretty much everything you need, HON 2.5 or HON 30 all the way through to different gauges and codes in HO, as well as ON 30 and that sort of thing. Also on the wall, we've got the Hornby track range and the Pico track range, covering your set track, your streamline, Electrofrog and Insulfrog points. So if you need anything in that range, come in and see us. Just behind Nam, who's doing the videoing, we've got more Woodland Scenics and Knock. So got a huge restock on Knock recently, as well as a bit more Woodland Scenics. So the ballasts, the trees, all the tufts, static grass for everyone that loves their static grass. And keep in mind, you don't have to use this for model trains. You can also use it for your war gaming, or if you're into dioramas for any of your kits that you build, you know, your aircraft or your tanks and all that sort of thing. Put them on a diorama base. Come and see us about all the diorama stuff that we can sell you. Few sets that we've still got in stock. So we've still got the popular Beatles Eurostar in stock, the Harry Potter sets, the buildings that go with those, and a couple of the different carriages and wagons and that sort of thing. Also recently got a resupply of the Callenbach books in stock, so beginners one, stuff by Palais Soborg, so building a sectional layout through to done in a day, which is fantastic for weathering if you want to know how to build loads, weathering of locos, rolling stock, all that sort of thing. Awesome book. For those that don't know Palais Soborg, he's a contributing editor, Model Railroader magazine, so well worth having a look at. Been following him for 15 plus years since I was a teenager, and just in awe of the work that he does. So jump in and have a look at those books. Also some beginners DCC stuff as well, which is really good. And also a bit of painting and weathering your models as well. If you're into starting your track plans, we've got some starter books as well, so come and grab those. Also made some changes over here. So as I was saying, we've moved the RC stuff out and sent that to Box Hill. So this is now the model train service counter and display cabinet. So we're displaying our Hornby British stuff in here, as well as a bit of N-scale. So you can see the new Bachmann N-scale Thomas range. We've got the SMS paints. So when you come into store and you're looking for your SMS model rail paint, come down the back and see us at the service counter there, and we can help you out with the stock there. Got some of the Kato starter packs, and also some Fratelli and a few other bits and pieces. Back to the back wall, we've got our DCC Concepts restock. So we've got Alpha, Cobalt Alphas, we've got Cobalt IPs, all your different bits and pieces that you need for that. Also got back stock of the Powerline S and Z cars. So if there's something that we don't have on display, come and ask us. We'll have a hunt behind the back and see what we can find you. Decoders and all that up on the wall. Also, we got a restock on the Ossition storage boxes. So if you're after a storage box for your locos, come and see us. We've got those in stock. And finally, we'll move on to the lucky last cabinet. So we've moved around some of the cars and that sort of thing. Had a massive sort of build up of Kato sets and that sort of thing. So we've got TGV set, got bullet train sets, there's a Eurostar. Some beginner sets, even the cute little pocket trains, so they're really popular in sort of Japanese pop culture and that sort of thing, all the pocket trains. We've got the cars, then moving up a shelf, we've got the Kato American stuff, so we've got a GS4 in Fantasy B and SF Black. We've got a New York Central set, plus the matching E-units. Silver Streak at the back in the Burlington scheme. And then finally, we just had a restock of Prozis stuff as well. So we've got their popular re-railers, track cleaners, ballasting, workbenches, their cutters. So plenty of stuff in store in the model train department. So that's it for today, guys. Any other questions or anything, hit us up on the social media, contact the customer service team, come into store and see us, and we'll catch you in store next time. Thanks for today. See ya.